Hi, my name is Harrison and I'm here with XenonSupply.com. This here is a 2013 Dodge Dart and I'll be showing you how to install the HIDs on this gorgeous vehicle. Today we'll be using the XenonSupply HID kit. The kit includes wiring harness, ballasts, two 9006 HID bulbs which have been specifically modified by XenonSupply to fit this particular housing, 3M mounting pads, and zip ties. Here are the tools that we'll be using today: 10mm socket, socket wrench, and wire cutters. All right, in this step what we're going to do is that we're going to remove the cable from the bulb and then connect it to the signal cable from the wiring harness. Now what we've done in this step is actually taken the wheel off so we can get better visibility of this particular access panel, which has that cool little headlight signal sign right here. But for you at home, you don't have to do that. You just need to have long arms. So go ahead and take the door off, which is relatively simple. Which I said was relatively simple. We'll take that off. And if you can see, there's a little knob there. It's a dust cover. It's a little simple left-handed turn. We'll take that off, and now we'll take out the bulb. It's a left-handed, kind of a quarter turn. There we go. There we go. And just like that, you have the bulb with the cable. You can see there's a simple little locking mechanism. All right, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna drill a 1 1/4 inch hole through the dust cover so that the wiring from the bulb can fit through. And then as you can see, the grommet will just fit into the hole so it protects and creates a seal for the wiring for the bulb. Here's the dust cover with the light bulb and wiring completely assembled and together. What we want to do is take this stock connector here and plug it to the cable that once housed the light bulb. And now we're going to connect the bulb itself, and it's connected. Let me get my hand out. Great, now we're ready to put the dust cover in. Simple twist will do. Yeah, all right, we're good. There you have it. Real simple. First, we're going to go through the installation of the wiring harness. Here's one from the package. Now we got one that's already splayed out. Now the installation of the wiring harness is mandatory to prevent damage to the ECU. The wiring harness consists of 5 different connectors. You've got the ballast connector. You've got one on each side of the vehicle. Here's one here, the other's right here. You've got the signal connector, and you've got the power connector, which is going to fit on the positive terminal of the battery. And you've got either 1 or 2 of the ground connectors, which will fit on the chassis. All right, so here we're going to show you how to install the power and the ground from the wiring harness. First, what you want to do is open the connector for the positive terminal. Just unlatch. It's relatively simple. We've already taken the liberty of loosening this particular bolt, so just make the proper connection and tighten. You can do that at home. You do the exact same thing with the ground. And tighten once you've made the proper connection. Now, if you end up making all the connections and go through all this and you realize your lights don't work, you may want to check the ground connector. Sometimes paint will prevent the connection to go through fully, so you may need to scrape off some paint off the bolt or the washer to make sure that the connection is solid. Also, make sure that the signal connector cable is, there's enough slack there so it'll reach the housing. All right, this is the signal connector from, it's one of the connectors from the wiring harness. This is from the ballast, and the three of these run out from the dust cover. So what you're gonna do is, there's a lot of male to female parts, so you're just gonna connect them. There, simple. All right, once that's done, you can go ahead and tidy up and you're good to go. Now we'll show how to connect the ballast. As you can see, here's the ballast connector, which I discussed earlier. And there's a snap-on mechanism, which corresponds to a locking piece. And what you'll do is you'll simply connect and make that nice little clicking sound, and you've made sure you've got a nice firm connection. As you can see, the ballast has already been installed on the other side. I'm sorry, connected on the other side. What you want to do in the interim is just house the ballast in the well here until everything's been complete and make sure that everything's working, and then at that time we'll go ahead and properly mount the ballast. First, we're going to test the headlights to make sure that everything is working, and once everything's working, we can properly mount the ballast. Okay, and we're almost done here. All we need to do now is mount the ballast. I've already used one of the mounting pads on one side. All you do is you take the adhesive off and go ahead and place it in the well. Make sure that it's secure. Tidy up the wiring with the zip ties, and the installation is complete. That completes the HID installation for the 2013 Dodge Dart. If you have any specific questions about the installation, you could hit us via email at help@XenonSupply.com. Any questions about general products or services, hit the link below. Thanks for watching.